Yeah, thanks, Tom. Tricky finale, isn't it? It's not easy to work out. Love Your Work is solid. Certainly the solid horse in the race, I would say, on recent form. That second last time out was strong form in the context of a weak race like this. And it was only 3 starts ago that he got it back together, didn't he, and won at Kempton. So he brings that recent decent nick to the table. And certainly I think it'll be a tough nut to crack. He's likely to go forward, so should set a pace for those in behind to aim at. And yeah, he is solid. I'm a little bit concerned about the visor going on Alfie D. I couldn't really find any particular form to suggest that he's going to win this, at least recently anyway. But there's been a fair bit of market support about him, and I think connections that are quite confident that the first-time headgear is going to perk him up to the point where he'll be very competitive here. And Jack Mitchell, of course, is a good jockey booking. He was out of luck on a favourite earlier on who ran no race, but he stuck around for the last, and there is the first-time visor aboard Alfie D. There's a few in here who could definitely improve. One of those is Cartini, who was already touched on by the guys in the studio, and certainly she's lightly raced enough to have her best days ahead of her, and the same can be said for Grey Phoenix, really, but I just don't think we've seen enough of her performing well lately to throw her with a chance in this. I'm sure there'll be a race in her at some stage, but I just think on recent exploits it won't be tonight. The one that I do fear is Ego East, top weight in this kind of grade. He's a very powerful tool. When he's on song, that's the big thing for him. Watch him at the start, because he was so slow away last time, and that will be an issue going forward if he can't get it right. But hopefully it was just a one-off and an anomaly, and he will get it right this time. Joe Levy, of course, still looking for that treble, his first treble of his short career so far. Last couple of bouts to go forward then for the finale. Let's get up to the commentary box, and with our thanks, here's Mark.
Yasmina moving forward now. Alfie D a little restless in 9, settles, they're in the gate. And there are. Is next with around the outside Yasmina in what's becoming a well-strung out field with just over a quarter of a mile to go. And Love Your Work is still the leader by nearly 3 lengths. Love Your Work turns in, chased by Holly Holy, who makes the turn in second. Cartini from some way back is staying on, and so too Betty Bassett, and likewise Alfie D down the wide outside. Down towards the final furlong, and Love Your Work still has a lead of about 2.5 lengths over Cartini in second. Alfie D continues to stay on down the wide outside, but here's a 14th career win for Love Your Work. Love Your Work in the nightcap beats Cartini into second, Alfie D in third, and in fourth was Grey Phoenix.
Dominating from the front, Love Your Work wins the finale and does so unchallenged under Kieran O'Neill. It's a double for him after winning for Alice Haynes earlier on. This time, Darrell Holland and Love Your Work too strong. The 2-to-1 favourite does the business. Cartini was closing late, but the bird had flown, and back in third was Alfie D. He was recalcitrant at the beginning of the race, has finally consented to get going and has stayed on very strongly down the near side, but it was all too late. Could be bound for a step up in trip, I think. 1.5 miles might beckon for Alfie D, but not so Love Your Work, who has shown he is very consistent at this kind of level in the past, and once again he has proved too strong. He's so uncomplicated, isn't he? Just does it from the front, and some nice fractions there from Kieran O'Neill. Kept it simple, kicked off the bend, and in the end he was that little bit too strong. So 9 races done here at Chelmsford. I'm going to say my goodbyes. Highlight definitely time.